Loosen up this brake hose fitting right here. Use an 11mm wrench. Just enough so maybe a little bit of brake fluid comes out. And there we go. Just so it's easier once the caliper's off. That's good. Take a 13mm wrench, take this bolt out right here. If you need to, use some pliers to prevent the stud from spinning, or the slide from spinning. And same with the top one. Just gonna take this clip off. Just use a screwdriver. Just try to pry it out. Straight blade screwdriver. Grab the caliper, and you can use a brake caliper hanger or just set this aside so it doesn't fall and there's no tension on the brake hose. Take the brake pads off. Now we need to take off these two caliper bolts, caliper bracket bolts. Use a triple square. It's a 14. And do the best you can. These are normally pretty tight. Slide the bracket off. Now slide the bracket in place and get the bolt started. Put this other bolt in. Cut out the part about replacing the bolt. Tighten these down. If you can fit a torque wrench in there, you want to torque those bolts to 66 foot-pounds, and then you want to go an additional 90 degrees. Do the best you can. Now we're going to take the parking brake cable, unattach that from the caliper. Just slide that ball out. You can use a screwdriver and just pry that back. If you have to, you can get in between here and try to compress that a little bit. And you can take some kind of pliers. Hose pliers work pretty good, and you can just push down on these two little tabs right here. And pull the cable out. Just like that. And the cable comes through. Might have to push the boot through a little bit, but there you go, like that. Now we have the brake hose. Now we can take the brake hose off, brake line. Use that 11mm wrench, loosen this up. Make sure you have a drain bucket or a drain pail, catch some of the fluid. And it's a good idea to check your master cylinder reservoir. Make sure there's fluid in it. You can top it off if you have to before you do this. Loosen this line as well if you can't slide that out. Just make it a little bit easier. And we'll just take it off completely. Slide the hose out of the bracket. There we go. And slide it through the new caliper. cap off, line the hose up. Get that started. And snug these up. It's always a good idea after driving the vehicle, you want to double check and make sure for any fluid leaks. But after you go for a road test. And that's snug, and this one's snug as well. Try to put this clip on now if you can. Just take a screwdriver or a hammer, give it a tap. That's good. And put those bolts in. And tighten these down. If you can get a torque wrench in here, torque those bolts to 25 foot-pounds. Now at this point, I'm going to crack the bleeder screw free. Just use a 10mm wrench. Just open that up. We're going to let it gravity bleed a little bit. Just wait till you see fluid come out of that, and then we'll close it up. And if you don't see any fluid come out, that's okay. Just close the bleeder screw. Have an assistant push down on the pedal. So push it all the way down. It's all the way down. All right, let up. Push it down. Let up. And push it down one more time and hold it. Holding. Does it feel like it's all the way to the floor? Yeah. All right, let up. Push it down again. All right, let up and push it down one more time. And let up and push it down one more time. All right, hold it. Now I'm going to open up the bleeder screw, letting some air out. Now I'm going to close the bleeder screw. All right, now pump it up again. Pump it about slowly, about 3 times, and then hold it. All right, now we're holding. Now I'm going to open the bleeder screw, let some more air out. Now I'm going to close the bleeder screw. All right, go ahead and pump it 3 more times, slowly. All right, now I'm going to crack it open again. And close it up again. Go ahead, pump it. Now I'm going to crack it free again. And there's still one more bubble in there, so I'm just going to close it up again. All right, pump it up 3 more times and hold it. And now I'll crack it open. And I didn't see any bubbles, so we're good to go. So tighten this down, clean that with some brake parts cleaner, and then put the wheel back on.